is it? What is it, Jeezy?
Where your favorite rapper at? I don't see that. I'm in the streets. Look behind me.
The world star, nigga.
Yeah, hip hop. Look at my crib.
One thing you can say about Rick Ross is that drama always seems to happen to him. One line from just one of his songs got him into a big problem with a powerful gang. It also started a major argument with another rapper, young Jeezy. What started as them being angry at each other in their songs turned into a real-life fight that shocked the music world. It all began in 2010 with Ross's very popular song, B.M.F, Blowing Money Fast. In that song, Ross said the names of some famous gang leaders. The issue was that Jeezy had a real, personal friendship with one of those leaders, a man named Big Meech. Meech had helped Jeezy when his career was just starting. So, when Ross used the name, Jeezy and his friends saw it as very disrespectful. They felt that Ross was acting like he was part of a lifestyle that he had never actually lived. Jeezy answered with his own songs. He was not happy that Ross was using the B.M.F name. Ross acted like he was calm and said he did not get why Jeezy was so mad. He said that blowing money fast was just a fun idea for a song, not a claim to a real story. But the bad feelings between the two rappers just kept getting worse. The argument quickly turned into a real rap battle. Ross then put out a song that made fun of Jeezy in a very direct way. The fight between them was now completely official.
And then he did the B.M.F song over, and they was beefing off of that, remember?
Yeah.
And then Jeezy did the B.M.F song.
2 years later, the tension finally turned into a physical fight. It happened backstage at the 2012 BET Hip Hop Awards. When Rick Ross's group and young Jeezy's group saw each other, a fight immediately started. It began with people pushing and yelling at each other and even moved out to the parking lot. Security guards and police officers had to get involved to stop it. Stories spread on the internet that guns were involved, but the police said that no one was shot and no one was arrested. After the fight, Jeezy acted like the event was not a big deal. He said he wasn't going to pretend to have a fight with someone just to help sell more music. As time passed, both rappers decided they should stop being enemies. Other music artists helped them talk things out. Jeezy even admitted that he could not remember what the original argument was even about. To show everyone that the fight was over, they recorded a song together for Ross's next album.
Though, he took a deep breath. When he stepped up, he had to face me, though, to get to Jeezy. And when he stepped up, I yanked his chains off.
But there is a very interesting end to this story. Jeezy's original problem with Ross was because he was being loyal to the B.M.F gang. But years later, Jeezy himself would end up having a big problem with that same group. Early in his career, Jeezy was a rapper who was trying to become successful. Big Meech saw that Jeezy had talent and decided to help him. With the power and influence of B.M.F supporting him, Jeezy's career became very popular. Their hit music became the favorite songs from many people. Meech treated his friends like they were his family, and he even took Jeezy and hundreds of other people on a famous vacation to Cancun. B.M.F's power was felt everywhere in the music scene. They were known for their huge, flashy parties and their love for expensive things. But all of their money came from illegal activities. In the end, the police arrested Big Meech and his brother, and the whole B.M.F empire fell apart.
So in my words, I just feel like a lot of these cats are actors, rappers, and I'm Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? And they can never be me. But I assure you, I can't speak for everybody, right, but ain't nobody putting no hands on me.
I heard that.
Yeah, so I mean, I can't say that for everybody.
That is when things started to get messy and complicated for Jeezy. When everything was going great, he was always showing his love for B.M.F. He would talk about them in his music and were their brand. But when the leaders got arrested and the group fell apart, some people from B.M.F felt like Jeezy just left them behind. They said he used the group for what he needed, the fame and the respect from the streets, and then he left when they got into serious trouble. Over the years, people who were part of B.M.F. could not agree about Jeezy. Some understood that he was just trying to protect his music career. Others thought he should have stayed loyal to Big Meech no matter what happened. The hard feelings got very serious. According to Jeezy's close friend, Clem, things got so bad that there was almost a shooting with a B.M.F. member. Guns were pulled out, and people were screaming. The whole situation was only seconds away from turning deadly. But Jeezy did not back down. He stood his ground and looked the man right in the eye, not showing any fear. Luckily, no one fired a shot, and the moment passed without anyone getting hurt. Even after all that tension and years of people talking about it, Jeezy has always been respectful. Whenever he talks about B.M.F. or Big Meech, he never says their friendship was fake. In fact, he always says good things about Meech. He calls him a natural leader who changed music and culture forever. However, Jeezy has always been very clear about one thing. He says he was never part of B.M.F.'s illegal business. He admits that he and Meech were close friends. They spent time together and had a lot of respect for each other. But that was it. Jeezy says his success came from his own hard work, his music, and his own hustle. It did not come from anything B.M.F. was doing on the streets. People connected them together, but Jeezy always says he was on his own path. Then in 2020, the whole story came back up when Terry Southwest T. Flenory was let out of prison. The rapper 50 Cent immediately got involved online. He called out Jeezy and other famous people who had been connected to B.M.F. He told them they should show respect to Terry for everything B.M.F. did for the culture. Jeezy did eventually meet up with Terry, but he stuck to his story. He said showing respect is one thing, but he didn't owe them anything. He repeated that he never sold drugs with them and that he didn't really know Terry, only Meech. But that explanation did not make everyone happy. Some people still felt that Jeezy had turned his back on the same group that helped make him famous. When the big B.M.F. court case happened, Jeezy's name came up again. A former B.M.F. member named Ralphie Sims said in court that he believed Jeezy had gotten large amounts of drugs from the crew back in the day. This made all the old rumors start up again. People wondered if Jeezy was more involved in their business than he ever admitted. But not everyone believed this new story. A real B.M.F. insider named J-Bo came to Jeezy's defense. He said Jeezy was telling the truth. According to him, Jeezy was not selling drugs for B.M.F. He was just around them, soaking up their style and using the connection to make his rap image stronger. J-Bo said Jeezy was B.M.F. adjacent, meaning he was near them, but not B.M.F. involved, meaning he wasn't part of their illegal work. Meanwhile, Rick Ross ended up becoming good friends with Big Meech after Meech was in prison. Their friendship grew stronger over time. But this also caused new drama. Ross's connection to Meech created a fresh wave of tension. This new problem involved Ross, Big Meech, and 50 Cent, pulling the story of B.M.F. right back into the middle of hip-hop's biggest arguments. And just like that, the cycle of loyalty, fights, and history kept going. It proves that in the music world, old stories never really stay buried for long. What do you think? Was Jeezy really clean like he claims, or was there more to that story? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you on the next one.